Hello learners, I am teacher Roxanne. Today we will learn about volcanoes found in the Philippines with the following standards. Content standard: the learners demonstrate understanding of volcanoes found in the Philippines. Performance standards: the learners should be able to describe the different types of volcanoes and volcanic eruption. First, we need to know what is volcano. A volcano is a vent, hill or mountain from which molten or hot rocks with gaseous material have been ejected. Also craters, depressions, hills or mountains formed by removal of pre-existing material or by accumulation of ejected materials. Volcano in the Philippines. Active volcanoes are those that have a record of eruption within the last 600 years or those that erupted 10,000 years ago based on analyses of their materials. Inactive volcanoes are those that have not erupted for the last 10,000 years and their physical form is being changed by agents of weathering. The active volcanoes in the Philippines are the following: Mayon, Taal, Bulusan, Canlaon, Hibak, Pinatubo. Mayon volcano lies in the eastern portion of the province of Albay, about 300 kilometers. Perfect cone and the most active volcano. It reach up to 2,462 meters above sea level and area of 250 square kilometer. Its circumference is 62.8, encompassing the town of Camalig, Malilipat, and Santo Domingo. At least 43 eruptions. Recent eruption last January 2018. Taal volcano. World's lowest volcano. Located near the center of Taal Lake in Batangas City. Highest point, 311 meters and crater covering area 235 square kilometer. Surrounded by fresh body of water and have 26 tough cone. Composed of 35 identified cones combined by several eruptions and about 47 craters. 1911 eruption completely devastated the whole volcano island, claimed a toll of 1,000. Located at the south-central part of Sorsogon province. Covers a surface area roughly 400 square kilometer and towers to about 1,559 meter above the sea level. Classified as composite volcano and made up of lava flows and domes, sometimes called volcanic belt. Canlaon volcano. Large stratovolcano, located in the north-central portion of Negros Island. It has an elevation of 2,435 meters and basal diameter of 30 km. The latest record of Canlaon's eruption last June 18, 2016. Pinatubo volcano. A part of chain volcanoes which border the western side of Luzon and lies in the central portion of Zambales Range. It towers about 1,745 meters above the sea level. Holds the records of the most violent and destructive eruptions in the country. Bukibuk volcano is a stratovolcano on Camiguin Island in the Philippines. It is one of the active volcanoes in the country and part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. The first recorded eruption occurred in 1827 and a similar activity followed in 1862. Types of volcanic eruption: phreatic or hydrothermal, phreatomagmatic, strombolian, volcanian, plinian. Phreatic or hydrothermal is a stream-driven eruption. As the hot rocks come in contact with water, it is short-lived. Characterized by ash columns but may be an onset of a larger eruption. Shown on the right is Taal volcano in Batangas. Strombolian is a type of volcanic eruption with relatively mild blasts, having a volcanic explosivity index of about 1 to 3. Strombolian eruptions consist of ejection of incandescent cinders, lapilli, and lava bombs, to altitudes of tens to a few hundreds of meters. Example: Irazu in Costa Rica. Volcanoes eruption is a type of volcanic eruption characterized by a dense cloud of ash-laden gas exploding from the crater and rising high above the peak. They usually commence with phreatomagmatic eruptions, which can be extremely noisy due to the rising magma heating water in the ground. Example of this is Paricutin volcano in Mexico. Plinian, the largest and most violent of all the types of volcanic eruptions. They are caused by the fragmentation of gassy magma, and are usually associated with very viscous magmas, dacite and rhyolite. Example: Pinatubo volcano in Zambales, Philippines. As a summary, volcano vent, hill or mountain from which molten or hot rocks with gaseous material have been ejected. Classification of volcano. 1. Active volcanoes are those that have a record of eruption within the last 600 years. 2. Inactive volcanoes are those that have not erupted for the last 10,000 years. Most active volcanoes in the Philippines. 1. Mayon. 2. Taal. 3. Bulusan. 4. Canlaon. 5. Hibak-Hibak. 6. Pinatubo. Types of volcanic eruptions. 1. Phreatic or hydrothermal is a stream-driven eruption as the hot rocks come in contact with water. Example: Mount Taal in Batangas City, Philippines. 2. Phreatomagmatic is a violent eruption due to the contact between water and magma. Example: Mount Mayon in province of Albay, Philippines. 3. Strombolian is a type of volcanic eruption with relatively mild blasts, having a volcanic explosivity index of about 1 to 3. Example: Irazu in Costa Rica. 4. Volcanoes is a type of volcanic eruption characterized by a dense cloud of ash-laden gas exploding from the crater and rising high above the peak. Example: Paricutin in Mexico. 5. Plinian is the largest and most violent of all the types of volcanic eruptions. Example: Pinatubo volcano in Zambales, Philippines. Since you already learned about the volcanoes found in the Philippines and how it was erupted, now it's time for a quiz. It's a multiple choice question. Choose the best answer from the choices. You have 10 seconds to answer after the question given. Quiz number 1. Volcano is: A. A mountain with a jagged peak. B. A mountain or hill with flat top. C. Vent, hill or mountain from which molten or hot rocks with gaseous material have been ejected. D. Its best feature is having a perfect cone. How Mount Mayon is being classified according to its type of eruption. A. Phreatomagnetic. B. Volcanoes. C. Phreatic. D. Plinian. (3) The largest and most violent of all the types of volcanic eruptions is: A. Strombolian. B. Volcanoes. C. Phreatic. D. Plinian. 4. It is classified as volcano that has been erupted within the last 600 years. A. Extinct. B. Active. C. Dome. D. Inactive. 5. The following volcanoes are found in the Philippines, which holds the record of the most violent and destructive eruptions in the country. A. Bulusan. B. Canlaon. C. Habak. D. Pinatubo. 6 to 10. Describe at least 5 active volcanoes found in the Philippines. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today.